It is time, one and all. It is time to return to Lumiere and see how this wraps up. I've spent some time adjusting the party. I've taken the 1 HP thing off Maelle because I want to actually experience the fights at least a little bit. I think I'm probably still a bit higher level than I maybe need to be for this. Many an enemy around. The harbour. Oh, pre-rendered. Why are they just chilling here?
Wait for us here. It's dangerous for you near Papa. We'll have to move fast. I can't maintain them for very long.
Maintain who? Sea Ellen's? Oh no, the expeditioners. I'd forgotten about those, actually, because it's been a good 10 plus hours.
Tomorrow comes.
Right. That's not what I was wearing in that cutscene. Oh, nice. Just having a little looks around. I don't want to fall into the idea that this is just a rush to the end. Because I'm pretty certain it won't be. I'm pretty certain this is going to be a proper zone.
These expeditioners are glorious wreakers of havoc.
The sword of Lumiere.
Oh, lovely.
And Chroma. Wow. Some more Chroma. Yeah, and because there are flags here, it means that we can leave. We can get out of here.
Well, that will help.
Oh, you're still alive. Right, I don't know what this is going to be like without...
Show me what you can do.
They're still reasonably decent. Probably should give Verso a single target. Ah, okay. What do we have? Extreme single target start. That's 9 though. He's not going to have that. Medium single target. Low. High. Yeah, there's lots of nice little set pieces going on around here.
Here we go. Do me in.
Right, he starts off with 6, so... Yeah, okay. We may just be able to do this with... I'm assuming those are just...
Nice.
I thought I saw a mime for a second. Like, no thanks. I'm reasonably certain that there will have been stuff in
Well, that will help.
the original version of Lumiere that I missed. Right, let's see what happens if I just do basic attacks. Yeah. I may even need to just do basic attacks for a while. Well, no. I mean, if there are any bosses that I think might have dialogue.
Nice.
Oop. Like when we meet Renoir, for example, pretty certain he's probably going to have some dialogue in his actual fights.
Great.
So I don't want to skip past that just by being really powerful.
Do me in.
Yeah, I can just kill these guys with basic auto attacks. Anything down the centre? All the flowers. Woo! Ooh. You just get kicked off by... Oh god, which way am I supposed to be going? This is taking us back to... towards the start of the game, isn't it? Where we started off with Gustav. This is the route that we came, I think. I like how the light is consistently... Aha! Oh, they're made up of bodies and stuff. So that was 2 AP on getting powerful. Since... Play again on breaking a target. As well. Interesting how lower level that Pictos was. Yeah, we came along here. Expedition 33. So not only do we have Central Plaza, not only do we have the army of the dead with us. Jeez, this soundtrack is going hard. I see you there.
Perfect.
No. The 32s.
Oh no. The ones that were preparing to come after. Oh, I hadn't even thought.
That's lucky. Well, well.
Ready to strike.
What are we going to do here? We're going to Phantom Stars, aren't we? New weapon for Verso. Sure. What does it do? What is it? Latesso. Ice attack consumes all shields to deal 100% increased damage per shield. That's only on base attack. Stick with what we've upgraded, thanks. What is this guitar?
What have we here?
Yes, they're dark, but the doesn't reach to their hair.
Oh. That's lucky. Deal me in.
Let's carve a path.
This will hurt.
Yep. A new weapon for CL. During moon, all allies have greater rush. During sun, all allies have greater slow. During twilight, all allies have greater rush, and all enemies have greater slow. Plus 3 AP on applying a buff or debuff once per turn. I've got to admit, I've actually kind of forgotten how CL's systems work. I've not really been using it.
An advantage.
Take all the advantages we can get. The absolute first thing that I will be doing upon finishing this game is going to get for myself the soundtrack. And I will let you know, because it'll be a while before I get around to editing this particular episode. I will let you know how it is. I should probably put some AoE stuff on CL.
Yeah. Cut him down.
Yeah, I feel I probably would have been alright to come in pretty much straight away. Although, again, it's been a while. I can't remember what point we were at time-wise. That got really dark. Can't remember what point we were at time-wise.
He's at the tower.
Yes.
Maelle.
There's the boulangerie. Yeah. Renoir must be expelled. Hello? Isn't it beautiful here? Her paintings are always astonishing. Yet, I wish she would understand just what it means for me to paint. What it means for him to paint. He obviously as Verso. Plus 5% of a gradient charge on hitting a stunned enemy. I have not used the stun functions at all.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. So many upgrade stuffs. Just trying to make sure I've got all the bits and pieces. Shattered Alley. What has Maelle got equipped that is halving her HP? She's got something. Oh, I don't need that on. Let's take that off. I know it's 30% more damage, but again, we don't need the damage right now. Ah, in media res. I don't think I really need that. Let's have the extra heals. Why has she got so much more health than everybody else? Ah, this soundtrack goes hard.
Nice.
Are we gonna have to? I mean, Emma wouldn't have been a member of the expedition, would she? So So I'm assuming she will just be, unfortunately, gone. Figured there'd be something hidden around. A small pile of energy. Even though this is mostly linear, there's still the... That was cool. There's the odd little offshoots just to... Okay. Hi, friend.
Ready.
Incidentally, and I think I need to make this clear. If the ending of this game is easy, I will not hold the game at fault for that. I won't find it anticlimactic or anything like that. I know that I've been and done basically as much of the side content as I can find. I know that I will be significantly over-leveled in terms of what I can do, in terms of what the game would have been balanced around for the story experience.
Well,
that is absolutely fine. You know, that will not be a fault of the games. That will be just how I play RPGs. And there'll probably still be a few fights that are, you know, trickier. See, he's got some health.
Blade sharpened.
I mean, that's...
Finesse and grace.
So he's got what? 220, 230k HP? %75% increased counterattack damage. Ooh. Ooh. Hey Verso, you want to learn some new stuff? Oh no. Let's put it on CL. Oh no. What was it called? Doesn't help that I've already forgotten. That. Yeah. There's plus 75% counterattack damage. Counterattacks are good. And I'm assuming... I'm assuming all the counterattack damage stacks. Whether additively or multiplicatively, I don't know. I wonder how far through... far through the city it's going to take us. Obviously, there was only a very small section.
Nice.
Explorable.
The Opera House.
The Opera House.
Perfect.
Wonder whether... Yeah, I love the way the kind of lightning flashes with this lurid red. What? Oh, Lumiere has suffered much damage. There's something in the water. SK. Oh, is this the final journal? This is the journal of Expedition 60. A legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics.
William, Expedition 60. They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all. We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance, with which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime, we are impervious. That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly Gamage barrier and reach the Paintress. But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we. The real terror lies beneath the monolith. The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere. But it seems I might have run out of time. One last swim separates me from Lumiere. But even with my mighty muscles, I don't know if I can outswim the Gamage. So here I write my final message. Bare naked muscles will save the world. And don't waste time on the Paintress. Aim for the bottom of the monolith.
Interesting. So, that's all the journals. Yeah, so if that message... I mean, he was so close. He was so close to getting it back. And that would have changed the entire course, of course, of the narrative, wouldn't it? If they'd known that actually the Gamage is nothing to do with the Paintress really at all. It's all Renoir. Trapped at the bottom of the monolith. Aha. Well, that's pretty.
Wow.
Lumiere, a music record that can be used at camp. Interesting that we cannot talk to. Or interact in any way with him. Love how the illumination is working here. Oh, we didn't spend a lot of time in the opera house. Yes, everything is warped and twisted and covered in Gamage flowers.
Nevrons from the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like Axon's their Papa's creations, not Claire's.
So
Phantom stars.
yeah, so just because Claire was who basically came up with the Nevrons, you know, Renoir is more than capable of copying her ideas. All good artists copy.
Interesting.
A little bit more open-ended here. Oh, that's hiding a big toast, probably. But again, we're not really in any danger here.
You're outmatched.
Let's gamble.
Probably not going to hit the level cap before the end of the game. 5% health recovered on hitting a stunned target. When they said the tower, I assume they mean the Eiffel Tower.
Ready to strike. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can see from the amount of damage that they're taking that they're not actually that... not that hefty in terms of their health. You know, as soon as you've broken the damage cap, you could have a reasonable chance of success against some of these things, I think. Victor's already owned Healing Stun converted to Chroma. Right, augmented counter 3 has been learnt. What do I want to take off? That on. Yeah, I'm not really paying a huge amount of attention now to what I'm equipping. This is where we came over from, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, and then I turned right there. My wonderful sense of direction. Yeah, the game's done a good job. Good job of the sense of scale.
Almost there.
Maelle?
Let's go.
Maelle knows she's gonna have to make a choice, I think. She certainly doesn't sound... super enthusiastic, does she? Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Forever. Forever. So maybe I mean, that's the... It's kind of the degrading part of Verso's soul, isn't it?
Good stuff.
Maybe he should continue forever. But of course, that's not likely to lead to good outcomes. Aline is always going to want to get back into the painting. Maelle and her grief at losing Gustav could, and potentially losing everybody else here, if they do go ahead with erasing the painting. Will that stop her? These are my... that is Gestural Merchant. Because of course it is. Naturally there's going to be one here. At the end of the world. After all the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. But this place is sad. What? Well, now this might be interesting because I've taken off her super powerful stuff.
Let's spill some ink.
Oh, this is probably going to be fine. Yeah. Volesterum. Thanks for the distraction. Now let me sell you the real goods. Full strength. 25% increased damage on full health. Yoink. And
We're
load
up.
of stuff. Good look out there. So that's again, there's a 25%
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
buff for essentially the first hit, isn't it? Or however long it takes before you take any damage, depending on how good you are with the parrying and so on and so forth.
Nice.
Another piece of music. Remix, in fact. Well, the orchestra it is. When we talk about the 30-person team that made the game, it doesn't count the musicians.
I can't sustain the expedition as much longer.
Matt, we need to defeat them fast.
In that case, let's take a look around elsewhere. It's fine. It's a story trigger.
Lovely.
Lovely. Ooh, gonna have to kill you. I just want to look around and see everything. Ooh, another Pictos?
Nice.
25% increased damage with gradient attacks. I haven't yet seen Maelle's Gamage gradient attack. I need a long enough fight to build up the gradient charge. And it might even be that I won't get to see it until New Game Plus.
Good stuff.
Music stopped. You know, I talk a lot of shit. I could just leave that sentence there, couldn't I? I talk a lot of shit about the Unreal Engine and how its performance can be incredibly poor. And that is 100% true. But I also know that, especially at UE5, there were a lot of things that this game is leveraging, I think,
Interesting.
that just couldn't be done as easily and as performantly in other engines. You know, it's shadowing, it's global illumination. I think they in a chunk of parts.
My turn. Yeah. Cut him down.
I mean, the performance here isn't great. We're still only hovering around 60. But there's a lot of foliage.
Oh, lovely.
I love that voice line. Which way are we going? That way? That way.
Your father's been extra inspired.
A most enticing challenge.
I like an... Oh. Création.
That's lucky.
Blades sharp.
Cut him down.
Yeah. We're too powerful here. Faster than strong. Always play twice in a row, but deal 50% less damage. Interesting. So good for characters that you want to be support that aren't going to be dealing huge amounts of damage. Hold on, if that's the way we're supposed to be going.
Good stuff.
I thought this building here was the way we were going forwards, but it's not, is it? Is there even anything here? Some enemies.
Yeah. Maximum damage.
Anything? From Chroma.
What have we
course.
here?
Of course. Part of me is very tempted to remove a load of luminers.
Papa's over there. And the chroma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
He is here, doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. For my sake and theirs. Erasing the canvas so that So that the Descendres can heal without Verso? They can grieve for the loss of their brother and son. Hello, Papa. We're gonna get some story beats here.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand.
He does.
I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
But he knows he
Life
has to.
keeps forcing cruel
Because he's
choices.
either going to lose his wife or he's going to lose you.
We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in
Nice
their head
callback.
have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too!
And he's absolutely right.
Enough. I said enough.
Continuez à t'aimer, continuez de peindre, tendre la main et t'implorer, reviens.
If nothing else, they are fighting to give her the chance for making her own choice. Again, another stunning battle arena.
Lumiere. Lumiere.
Got to take into account the fact that he needs to move back.
I'm ready.
I don't think he's going to say anything as the curator, is he? As his powerful... See, even that deals a huge amount of damage.
I'm ready.
Ready to strike. Maximum damage.
I want to give him at least a chance to attack.
I'm ready.
There we go. Benoit summons the Axons.
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
Only two of them, though.
CL, incoming!
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
Cut him down.
Time to strike.
CL's doing all the work here, again, because I want to see if there are other things. So Facade has given him masks. Shields. Void Cross. Oh, that's gonna... Oh, not quite kill him. Sirene rescues Renoir. Ah, there we go.
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the Axons first.
Oh. Dolgra. Noko. Oh. Mother?
Mama.
Aline's come back.
Aline, you're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
This I was not expecting. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Meanwhile, some of the Dissandra canvas.
How could you be this selfish, Aline?
Oh? Oh, he's buffed. Basic attacks.
Ready to go.
Skip.
That's better.
Full deck.
Get ready.
Aline, look at Alicia. She can't be here.
Trying to.
It's supposed to be you and me. Not you against me.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Why am I the only one who sees this?
Ow. Ow. Sorry, Verso.
Nice.
Time to strike.
Here we go again.
The dance begins.
My turn. You're outmatched.
Alright.
Put aside the canvas. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
Continuez à t'aimer, continuez de peindre, tendre la main et t'implorer, reviens.
The problem is he's right. One of the most difficult things to write is a villain who you agree with. A villain who you know is in the right. But in order to... Just because he's right doesn't mean he's going about things the right way, but you know he is right. You know, I'm sure if I really thought about it, there would be a way that I could argue that, you know, oh, Ren was, you know, wrong in this, but, I mean, I'm not a parent, but I would make the choice, I think, that Renoir is making. But, of course, I suppose Renoir does not see the people of the canvas as people. And that is the differentiating factor, isn't it? You know, they are just a portion of magic.
mother was the
Oh.
one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift.
And the irony
How
indeed.
to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation.
Verso only painted the one.
And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me.
Yeah, not what she's doing out of grief.
This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You.
Yeah.
Ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but...
You can.
Verso's face is doing a lot of work in this scene. Is he going to force her to make a choice here? Because
Keep the
Renoir's...
light on for you. I hope you find peace.
Because Verso's just seen what it's doing to his mother.
Hold on to each other.
Gamage takes him out from the canvas.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
Oh? Reach the end. Oh. I was going to say, he can't jump out of the canvas, surely. Oh? Hold on. Huh? Huh. I feel like I want to make a backup save. Can I do that? Is that a thing? Okay. Backup save complete, I think. I've saved the folder with the big long number in a zip file, so... Oh, is this the piece of Verso's soul that's left? Part of his soul that's keeping the canvas alive, is it? Something along those lines?
Hi. You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Lamont's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
He who guards truth with lies.
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Oh man. Eloquently
Life keeps
put.
forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
Pa's right.
It's time to stop painting.
Verso!
Yeah, it's going to make us choose between the two of them, isn't it?
Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Yeah. Damn it. Decide the fate of the canvas. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna see all availabilities of endings. I'm guessing there's just 2 here. It's nice to know that I was mostly right, but rather than Maelle making the choice, we have to make the choice, and Verso's going to oppose her. The problem is, I really like Maelle as a character. I think they've done absolutely sterling work. Jennifer English's voice acting has been superlative throughout. But I have to agree with Renoir. I get... Oh, how I get... immersing yourself into something to forget about your troubles, your grief, and so on and so forth. I have used that myself. You know, I've always said that my best writing is done when I am at my most fragile and my most upset. And that holds still true today. You know, even though it's been a few years now since I've really written anything. But I perfectly see Maelle's point of view here. She doesn't feel like she's got anything to go back to. But if she stays, she will turn into the same crippled, addicted, chroma bleeding from the eyes person that her mother is, and that cycle of grief will not end. Now there is the one thing that, does Renoir know where the canvas is? The actual physical canvas. I mean, Claire said that, you know, it's well hidden, but they'll find it. Yeah. Oh, and oh God. Sorry, Maelle. This is the only way. Oh. Our drafts collide. Yeah, so not so much a fight. Well, I mean, it could have been a fight, but she's only got like 1600 health. But I think this is the right thing to do. He's saving her from herself.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this. hard to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
La 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 la.
At what cost?
La 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 la.
Lune and Ciel and Gustav and Emma and Minoko and Noko and Esquier.
I will miss you guys.
We couldn't give her Pierre back. Well, Maelle could, but at least she doesn't seem to resent him for it. She's not happy. She's staying in her. Interesting that Ciel came through to where none of these creations are supposed to exist.
Okay. It's over. Verso.
Gonna walk him through to the other side. No. And off they go. And without that power of the soul to bring life, you get so used to there being a good ending and a bad ending. A life to love. I don't think this is as simple as there being a good ending and a bad ending, isn't it? I think they're both bad, tragic.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent. Dans le creux de nos mains, deux mondes se dessinent.
They grieve.
Un de rêve où le chagrin s'efface. L'autre nu et réel où notre deuil prend place. Oh,
least the sun is up.
Sous les
1879 to 1905's
tout commence, rien ne finit.
The Pendulum.
Dans l'étreinte du destin,
Claire standing out on her own.
les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
Same flowers, of course, that they had for the Gamage.
Toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain.
Can it
Clair
bring
Obscur,
healing,
œuvres infinies.
closure?
Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit,
Claire still looks at her as if she blames her to a degree.
étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
Yes, Claire is still a little bit standoffish and facial capture there, again doing some work. Oh. Au revoir. A life that could have been at what cost? Roll credits. Yep. I love me a good heart-wrenching story. But this, I think, has got to have been one of the best and most consistently well written game stories I've played. Frankly, I'm in my mid-40s. I've played through a lot of video game stories, and whilst in some ways on a technical level there's a little bit of jank to this, you know, the collision on the ground and the popping on geometry, it's like if those niggles are all you really have to complain about when it comes to a video game. Jennifer Svedbergian, sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Fabulous. Fabulous work. I do like I like games that don't just have an obviously good and an obviously bad ending. I mean, I do. You know, I like having a bad ending and a good ending. That, you know, you can play the bad ending first and then you get the good ending and it's a feel good. It's like, wonderful. Like Final Fantasy 15. A lot of people hate Final Fantasy 15, and I get it. But I still, despite the incredibly troubled development of that game, I still really like the ending. The original ending for FF15. And I like the Royal Edition ending as well. The Gustav. I think we got a glimpse of Gustav there at the end. Yeah, I really liked the choice of how to do FF15's ending. And FF10 too, actually. No, not 10-2. 13-2. That was a brave choice as well, killing off your protagonist. Ben! Good work, sir. Rich Keeble. I don't know Rich Keeble as a voice actor, but I loved Monoko's voice. Claire was an interestingly written character. Andy Serkis. Took me ages to recognise his voice. But of course, you know, a lot of the stuff that Andy Serkis is in, he's been doing motion capture for other bits and pieces. Music. Oh, I get to go and buy the soundtrack now. But in terms of the title, one of my critiques was that, oh yeah, that's a bit of a mouthful of a title, isn't it? I'm never going to call it by its full. It's a little bit pretentious. And then, of course, you know, I looked up right towards the start of the game. Actually, after the start of the game, but not too far in. I didn't know what Clair Obscur was. I just thought it was a fancy name for, I don't know, a franchise that they wanted to start or whatever. I didn't know it was actually a painting technique. Although, oddly enough, I do know the Italian version. I think it's Italian. You know, the light and dark. I just didn't know this was the French version of it. And of course, the first act where, we got Chroma and Lumina, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're playing with a lot of arty things, arty terms. And that was cool. And then you got into Act 2, and especially towards the end of Act 2 and Act 3, and it's like, oh. You know, I mean, from the end of the prologue, you're just like, oh, darkness and light. Yeah, you can see that how this is going to be a dark and light game at the same time. You know, it's very clear that they're setting this up to be some kind of tragedy. But in terms of the layers of world building, of course, there had to be layers of world building. A, because good stories have layers of world building, but also because literally there were layers of worlds in this world building. And while the basic premise of characters creating a world and so on and so forth is not new, there's nothing new in that way in this. And some people might say, oh, that's a bit of a hot take, Demagen, but no, not really. In terms of writing, what they did with the world created by some kind of magic here, that's not new at all. I've seen that done several times in video games, I think, but certainly in literature. But the way they wrapped it up with the painterly premise adds to the fact that we've got to play through it. You know, this would have been a much harder story to tell as a book, because video games are very much a visual medium and a mode for storytelling. And they have the advantage here of being able to show the painterly side of things in a way that, of course, would be really difficult to do, frankly, in a novel. You know, there have been plenty of novelizations of video games. I think this one would be quite a tricky one to do without getting repetitive, because a lot of the wow factor is on the fact that it's a video game that you can explore and see the cool stuff. And yes, you can write things. Got everybody there. Yeah, the video game nature really adds to that sense of the exploration and the artistry. Where does it actually... Oh, it's put us before the final encounter, has it? Or has it? Does it put us after the final encounter? It has. Interesting. What are you here for? Nothing. Huh. So we're just... I guess we're just able to go out and finish off or access New Game Plus from there. Expedition 33. Fabulous narrative, fabulous soundtrack, some really fabulous visuals made by a not massively big team. I'm sure that nitpickers will find plenty to dislike about this game. Oh, the texture work's not very good in some places. Correct, it is not. Oh, the combat system's a little bit finicky. Correct, it is. The parry timings and so on and so forth take some real getting used to. But it was something you could get better at. You know, I started off really struggling, and then by, I don't know, sometime in Act 2, it was really starting to click. I mean, there were some enemies that I still can't parry properly. And it's fortunate that so much stuff is essentially due to the way the Lumiere and Picto system work. You can break, you know, you can break the game and change the way your party works to the extent that you can just overpower things in one round. And I definitely wouldn't have finished the Endless Tower without doing so. Can we set the... Yeah, see, there are some earlier saves there that I could go back to if I wanted to. But, I mean, I guess... How far back does it take us? Would this be before the final boss? Yeah.
Papa's over there. And the chroma. We need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
Right, we can skip through a chunk of this. Right, let's go all out. There's no need to.
Ciel, dodge!
Stop this insanity. It's time to go home.
Mm-hmm. Skip. Oh, that does take it down to 1 HP, which I'd forgotten about.
This will hurt.
Doesn't matter though. 51.9.
How could you be this selfish, Aline?
Loop. Yeah, I want to see what the other ending's like. Ah, the happy family.
Put aside the candles. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
I was going to say, this is the one where she'll stab him. Yeah, I think I definitely side with Benoit. And having seen that one ending, it's like the parents are sharing their grief because they have no other choice to. Maelle / Alicia, at least she doesn't look happy, but you know, she's, I'm not even going to say content, but Verso's final words to her. What happens? What happens if we choose Maelle? Because I suspect this will play out with, oh yes, you know, everybody is back and alive and we have control, but it will kill her. Or it will cause her to fall into the same trap as her mother. Sorry, Verso.
Papyri! Guards!
131 million damage.
Alice, I beg you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Please, unpaint me. Unpaint me.
So,
Please. I don't want this life.
stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please,
Oh, God.
please.
I don't want this life.
But she could repaint, she could paint a new version of him, and that will again perpetuate.
Help me.
All that chroma. What will she do with it? More fuel for her grief. She's 16, she can't process it.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Epilogue, a life to paint. Lumiere. Not cleaned up, but she's going to bring everybody back. Reset the canvas. Oh no, here are the people. No Gamage to fear. But is that the boy, Verso? She's given him, she's painted over him. That's Pierre, I assume. At what cost, CL? CL? Maelle? Oh.
Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures.
Have they made her a little bit older in this cutscene?
Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
This is going to cut to what it's actually having. Verso the pianist. He's her creation. It doesn't look happy. Yeah. trying to fight it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, so that is, as I said, it's neither a good ending or a bad ending, but that is the ending that is more sinister. It's still got, the happy moments of, look, everybody's alive, and Minoko's there, and Eske is still there, and Lumiere is back. But the cost to Maelle, she can't heal. She can never heal from it, because there will always be people growing up and growing old and dying and so on and so forth, and the cycle continues. And the only way that we ever break that cycle is by grieving, by letting ourselves breathe and having the time to heal the wounds. I don't know whether you ever truly get over losing people. I certainly haven't. The whole time heals all wounds thing is it's a very nice platitude. But sometimes you still catch yourself in the middle of the night thinking about the people that you've lost. Or at least I do. As I said, I'm not good with this at all. This has been an emotional roller coaster. And whilst it was nice to see Gustav and Sophie and the others for just the barest of moments at the end there, they made it clear that I think to me, they made it clear that that was not the right choice. Which is interesting, because it means that they've done some very strange things, protagonist-wise, with this. Act 1, they killed off who we thought was the protagonist at the end of the act. Act 2, the character that we were just getting to appreciate turned out to be a liar, and somebody that it was difficult to trust because he had a singular goal and he lied to everybody about it. And then Act 3, where we finally thought we were starting to understand the story and the world. It gave us a young protagonist who had to make a terrible choice, frankly. And it was only because of this created version of Verso. So in a way, it all came back round to the paintress and her creations. You know, if she hadn't created this version of Verso, in some ways she was her own salvation in that regard, just not in any way the way she intended it. I'm going to be thinking about this game for quite some time, I think. Beautifully put together, with some niggles in terms of, you know, the nitpicks that I've already discussed. But realistically, a really, really excellent RPG experience. I'm sure there will be people out there that will dislike the real-time elements for the turn-based thing. I'm sure there were people complaining about it. This was supposed to be turn-based. No, it does very specifically say on the Steam page, turn-based with real-time elements. I think it would probably, however, be in the developer's best interests to have some kind of auto QTE for the parry. No, for the dodge. Well, the trouble is the dodging is actually really easy. Really. But not everybody has reactions. Me included, to an extent. I think the best thing that they could do is create a proper story mode where you can just play the story, because I think this is a story that is worth experiencing. The thing is, though, just like we're the Souls game, and I hate to bring that franchise up when it comes to this, but part of the experience is the friction, the adversity. And this is not me trying to be an elitist asshole or anything like that. I feel if you just trivialise the combat in this entirely by always auto-dodging or auto-parrying. In fact, I think I would only let it auto-dodge. If you were going to do an accessibility thing, an auto-dodge. No auto-perfect dodge. No auto-parry. But just a basic auto-dodge. For the people that can't do it. You know, I do not want to be the anti-accessibility person. I am all for accessibility in games. I used the QTE thing for the attack for the entire game. I turned it on at the start and never even thought about turning it off. For people who cannot do reaction stuff at all, having that auto dodge, I think, would be perfectly fine so that they can experience the story and they can still work on, you know, builds and pictos and Lumiere and improving their characters. Whether they will do that or not, I don't know. I suspect there's probably mods or cheat engine stuff out there already if you're on PC that will let you do it for you. Almost guarantee that. In fact, I'll go and have a look in a bit and see what I can see and see what I can find. I'm sure there will also be a load of nude mods and stuff because that's always the way forwards. But yeah, giving that accessibility to people, I think, is probably for the best. Yeah. Or automatic dodge. Wonderful game. Great voice acting. Great music. I'm going to go and buy the soundtrack right now. I am hopeful that there will be an art book for the game at some point. I know there isn't one yet because I've been searching on Amazon for it. There isn't one, or at least Amazon hasn't had one yet. There might be something on the Expedition 33 website. Again, I've not been there. I do need to go to the Expedition 33 website and find some images for thumbnails, because now I've finished the game, I can theme my thumbnails a bit better. I've just had some generic ones for Act 1. I'd like to be a little bit more interesting with them. I hate thumbnail making though. It's one of the least favourite things about YouTubing, in my opinion. Expedition 33, absolutely 100% worth the money. Also available on Game Pass if that's something you subscribe to, so you don't even need to buy it at full price. I highly recommend this. as a turn-based RPG with real-time elements. One of the best RPGs I've played in easily the last decade. And to be fair, for context, I didn't like Persona 3. Was it? I played a bit of that. It's like, this isn't for me. I haven't played Persona 5, which I know everybody raves about. I haven't played Metaphor Fantasio because, again, it's just a little bit too anime for me. Could very well be, you know, absolute Game of the Year award-winning RPG, but I don't like the anime stuff. So am I missing out? Yeah. But I've had this as an experience instead. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, this is the best RPG ever. Firstly, because, you know, Final Fantasy VI exists. But also because I haven't played a lot of the big greats that people talk about that I could compare it to. But for me, if I was to talk about games of the year 2025, this could be a contender for that list. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Hope you have enjoyed my playthrough of Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Hope you haven't been horrendously insulted by my attempts to pronounce French words in a vaguely French accent, despite not having done French since 1997, which is when I was at high school, sitting my GCSE. I got a B in French back then. Wasn't awful. Wasn't good. Obviously haven't used it since. Great game. Really enjoyed. Stay safe, folks. Stay fabulous. What has your favourite part of my playthrough been? It's going to take me days to edit some of this side content stuff down, but at least this final episode has been pretty straightforward. Stay safe, stay fab. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.